Cek. Cek. Jam. Lo tumben. Yo, gak tumben doi. Lagi left dalu. Lagi nih left dalu. Iya. Yo mana yo? Ket mang gak iku gak apa? Kono waktu makane left bengi. Piye lu sih wis oleh ta? Alah kokot cuk. Golek apa-apa. Ning kene njoko Lucila. Kokot wisan entek. Sumpah kokot, aku kacau tok. Car durung duwe. Bios gak apa. Diawet-awet ae. Sentek kabeh wisan. Iki lho. Loh, sentek bersih. Kowe ngomyan. Saiki story sik bengi. Mangawan wis gak iso story plus. Explore wis tamat. Explore sih wis mari kabeh. Gas top up. Wek tekon di kene gak ada duwe ono sih tapi mek 200.000 yo eman.
Let's get moving.
Sopo iki? Alto. Ngomong gak duwe tapi dilak-diluk tuku HP. Iku wingi dodolan laptop. Dodol laptop ambek dodol HP sing lawas. Saiki wis iku isan wis gak duwe apa-apa. Matane ya.
In addition to augmented resonance training, we place strong emphasis on general education for our synchronists.
Praita.
This is Professor Mornier, who teaches
Sing
synth
gocek ta
armament
iya
skills.
sik. Praita, kok gak si bengi?
Shall we sit in for a bit, Mr. Alto, before we tour the student projects?
If it's no trouble.
All right. In the last lecture, we proved that the rule equation holds true for Type 2 synth armaments. Today, we'll move on to their tuning stability constants. Li Xin, could you please write the final derivation from the last lecture on the board?
Yes. Professor.
While she gets started, let's do a quick review. Waleo, what is the standard medium used to measure tuning stability in a lab setting?
Sabtu Minggu Prei. Berarti enak loh.
It's so...
Boy iki story iki suwe tak gak iki. Petayong gojek. Apa? Pertama munda bingung gini. Jenggelek sepeda listrik kae. Terus sing NMAX iki tak teke oma. Lu warang ya pertama. 16.250. Iku full tank 115. Tadi ini yo tuku pertalit matane tuku pertalit. Yo kapan ini tak tukono pertalit sepeda watuk-watuk ae. Terus tak ganti pertama.
Yes, sodium. An interesting choice, though its volatility makes it impractical for standard testing. Sonia, could you tell me the standard medium for determining tuning stability in synth armaments under
Masih
laboratory
tukono perlalit yo
conditions?
ngaruh. Ya apa ya? Ini ki gawe NMAX turbo itu sing NMAX biasa masalah itu. CC ini sih podo, kompresi ini beda.
Squeezy jelly.
Squeezy jelly, you say? Well, it seems we moved through the material a bit too quickly last time.
NMAX turbo iku mbok gawe mau modif dhewe ta. Modif dhewe. Ya gak lah, tuku teko dealer ya NMAX turbo. Tak gawe gojek.
But that's all right. Everyone, please refocus. Let's go over Lishian's board work.
As you can see,
Ancen teko
Mr.
kono
Otto,
nih, kompresine
this
gede.
is
Iya.
our signature sleep learning program.
Optimale iku 95. Biasane satu kokno shell terus shell entek satu kokno pertamax turbo. Mari pertamax turbo mudhun nang 95. Mari mudhun 95. 95 iku pertama green. Saiki pertama biasa. Entek akeh bensin sedino 115 krowoso gojek oleh gak sepiro yo memang nek oleh akeh yo oleh akeh kaya kapanan iku oleh 270 iku kepotong bensin iku 100 oleh 170 nek ngowo ya oleh 300 munggah tapi ya bensin ya dukure 100 ojek nang daerah ndi nang daerah Surabaya Sidoarjo ya aslinya ya gak Sidoarjo tapi kadang dibuat merono iku lho sing garai.
Oh, very impressive. How about we move on to the next stop?
After you.
Takos gak ngekos lah ngekos kene iso dulinan ini saiki.
Now we're about to show you some augmented resonance projects developed by our
Ini lak sopo
scientists.
dalan awakmu iya. Sependino sopo dalan. Ya pemane. Wong penggaweane nduk dalan.
Among them, the unmanned vehicle prototype shows exceptional promise across multiple market sectors.
Absent students, 8. Data uploaded to cloud storage.
These children seem to have forgotten the importance of honoring their commitments.
What's the deal?
Looks like the students
Iya.
all skipped
Cocok
class.
jan tuku sepeda listrik ngono paling nambah irit. Tak hitung iku ya. Pokoknya nek sadurunge mundak iku bensin tok saulan iku 2 jutaan. Bensin tok iku lho ya. Iku bensin tok iku. durung oli, durung perawatan, servis, durung. Sik bensin tok 2 juta. Nah, nek listrik iku baterai sewa ya, sewa kan kayak ladrakan. Ladrakan ya biaya sewa baterai ku 250 sak wulan. Terus nek ambek ngecas nek bengi tok paling yo listrik nambah 200 ngene. Jadi yo se 400 500 lah sak wulan pengeluaran. Paling yo nek perawatan paling yo lah kok sewa masalahnya kayak ladraka. Gak maksudnya sewa iku mek sewa baterai, nek sepeda yo tuku. Soalnya kayak ladraka, nek tuku full sak batune iku rugi ini ku nek rusak mek ngeklaim pisan tok, nek pisan tok. Nah nek sewa kan klempek balik soalnya kayak ladrakan pasti batu iku wis pasti cepet rusak, makanya iku mending sewa. Piro sewa sedino? Oh gak, hitungannya gak sewa sedino. Sepeda ituku terus sewone ku bayar ben wulan, terus kau bayar listrik ngono iku lho sak wulan pisan, kau bayar wifi sak wulan pisan. Mek sewa batu, nek sepeda ya sepeda tuku dhewe sepeda e. Aman takon nyewa, engko ndang lagi digawe baterai ngepropan. Yo kari njaluk ganti. Wong kan sewa, diklempeng balik-balik.
I'm actually quite curious about the Academy's catering system.
My apologies, Mr. Alto. How fortunate we are to have you here, despite our apparent lack of preparation. There's no point denying it. You're seeing firsthand how the ongoing debate within the Space Trek Collective has begun to affect our students.
Intinya iku nyewa iku baterainya kan tanam. Engko nek baterainya rusak, iku mek kari tuker nanggone dealering ngono tok. Dadine yo wis langsung diganti. Engko nek ngecas dhewe nang omah, nang jopo. Engko tuku cas sing cepet paling 3 juta sampai 4 juta. Iku sak jam full ket 0. Semisal ngedrop konten atau toko dealer piye. Iso diku towing. Nyediakno towing. Ono towing ya kan. Dadi kok iso nyelok dealer teko ado, ya teko ndi kok disusul gratis ayo.
Star Torch needs support now more than ever.
Apa iku towing ku lho? Apa ya? Motor sing biasa ya anggap ae ditumpakno motor pickup sing gawanan dealere ngono lho intine.
Not really. I understand, President. And this is precisely why I'm here to convey the...
Mr. Alto, how about we add an extra tour this evening? We can discuss anything you'd like after that.
Aku jane mulai bosen kerja pabrik. Nah, nyoba daftar Shopee Food ae lho, mending. Soalnya Shopee Food iku luwih gampang daftare daripada Gojek. Gojek susah.
Works for me.
Rover, I'll take Mr. Alto for a meal then. Would you mind checking back in with Professor Mornier for me?
See you on Waves Line.
Ini pengangkatan PT suwe gak diangkat-angkat. Ojo, ya apa ya? Ojo ngarep. Soalnya wono ae iku nih. Apa? Biasa alasannya wono ae. Ben iku ben gak diangkat intinya. Anjing, suwe nih cuk. Emang diangkat tadi apa? Enggak jabatan tadi apa?
We've got the mind-bending herder, the eccentric...
You have my deepest respect. Working in this food desert takes a special kind of fortitude. I couldn't convince her. She hit me with, "I'm too grown up for school now."
Kenapa bre gue nek pengangkatan nek jadi operator? Diangkat jadi apa? Mandor.
But that's fine. I asked President Lucila to give... To put it simply, the Exostrider's gone. So, the synchronous program needs to go. Problem is, everyone has a different idea of what to do with those students.
Karyawan.
And by everyone,
Oh
I
no
mean
ya.
President Lucila versus everyone else.
Diangkat jadi karyawan. Ya enak loh.
Anyway, the new Federation and the majority of the board want to pull the plug immediately and draft a new teaching plan from scratch. Meanwhile, the executive committee moderates have promised to stay out of it, as long as their nation's synchronists are covered.
Where does Lucila stand?
Enak nek wis karyawan ya enak pancen. Oleh penghasilan tetap. Budi. Mana
She
Lucila?
wants to continue the synchronous program.
Aduh, cuk.
Continue.
Yup. Confusing, isn't it? Speaking of which, how well do you know her, Rover? Huh. I see. I'll be honest with you, Rover. The Black Shores doesn't trust her right now. Between her proposal, her deep new Fed connections, and that evasive attitude, there are just too many uncertainties. At least, that's the conclusion we've reached based on the facts we have so far. But the Bloom Bearers who graduated from Star Torch heard about this and stepped up to endorse Lucila. That's what changed Shorekeeper's mind. A teacher who gets that kind of trust from her students. That's pretty impressive.
So what do you need from me?
Actually, according to Shorekeeper, you are the one really running this audit. So, we need you, acting as both a Star Torch student and a Black Shores auditor, to tell us if Lucilla is solid and what she's really planning.
I want to do something for the Synchronists, but I've also got my responsibility to the Black Shores. I don't think Lucilla would put her students in harm's way, but still. Got it. I'll do what I can to help.
I should be the one saying that to you. Anyway, we need a plan for how...
Great, another grand plan. Why'd you gotta make everything so complicated?
Oh, what the... How's that?
Hello, Mr. Alto. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to invest in the Exostrator project. I suggest the Black Shores chips in this much. Or you can just patch me through to the collective board. I'd be happy to handle the negotiations myself.
Is this Imeth? I can't believe she just hacked a Black Shores terminal.
I am being serious. If synchronous degrees get cancelled, my record will say I only finished Roya preschool. Besides, keeping Rebel College around isn't that hard. Get creative. Talk to Chase. Talk to Shorekeeper. The Collective's investors can't be tougher to handle than LF1, right? So what if they don't care about your contributions? If they actually want you on their side, they'll have to listen anyway. That's how leverage works.
If we lean on that kind of leverage now, we'll be held to it later. My experience has shown me that it's often better to act as an individual. Since you're planning on the savior career path, I think you'll understand what I mean, Imeth.
Makes sense. Kinda old school thinking, though.
I need to figure out what Lucilla is really thinking. Then I'll play it by ear. If I want them to protect the Synchronists when I can't, I've got to work inside their system. That's just how this game works. Trust me and Lucilla. We'll find the right way to handle this.
Ha! All right then. But just so you know, if my school record disappears, I'm renaming the Space Trek Collective to the Imeth Collective.
Honestly, if we let Imeth loose on them, it might actually take some pressure off Lucilla.
But like she said, she's a synchronist too. That just makes her one more person Lucilla has to protect.
Fair enough, but I'm afraid we have less time. I spotted some new Fed spies back at the station. Lost them on the motorbike. But it won't be long before they track us here. Before Lucila's next tour begins, let's poke around, see what we can find.
Undercover.
Students run flea markets on campus? I'm starting to get the hype. Wait, isn't that the student who dozed off in class earlier? Come on, let's go over.
If we follow this method, the convergence radius for this series is obviously...
Yes. I'm following.
I'm terrible at explaining this, aren't I?
No. I'm just slow. I'll focus harder.
No, you paid me to tutor you, and I'll make sure you get your money's worth. Here, I'll write down a third way to solve it. What?
Okay.
So that's why she was drowsy in class. She's been staying up late.
You're telling me you've modified every bike here? That's insane.
Wow. Valeo's been in the Expedition motorbike program since day one. These bikes here are basically his family.
Soulmates.
So, what do you say, Auditor Alto? How about you order 10 as a starter pack?
10 soulmates sold in a pack. Yeah.
I heard you test drove the Academy stock model this morning. With the rain the last 2 days, probably felt a little slip on the turns. Try this one. I tweaked the ABS and TCS myself. You could take this straight to a pro race. No problem.
No wonder you were sleeping in class. Up all night in the garage?
No, the bikes have been ready for weeks. Last night I was just saying goodbye.
Oh, well that's depressing. I'd feel bad buying them now.
Anjir, Cisha. Mantap, Pik.
Hands off, you little...
Never!
Please don't fight, you two. Maybe I'll just check out the other stalls.
Don't go, Chisa. You've got a real eye for quality. This piece was meant for you.
No, it isn't. She's just a prep student. She doesn't know anything about quality.
Excuse me? The audacity! Just begging for a smack, aren't you?
Anjing, Cuk. Tapuk, Pek.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the mechanics, but I can see that this device's internal structure is finely crafted. From the external casing down to the internal wiring, the structure and circuitry are meticulously designed. Someone put their heart into this.
It's the best thing you'll find in the market, isn't it?
Yes, the best.
Thank you. That means more to me than you know. Honestly, if we want fundraising today, I'd just give it to you. But tell you what, I'll give you 20% off.
No! 6 years, Li Xian! 6 years of your life! Just to sell it for nothing?
For nothing? I'll tell you what nothing is, little brother. It's having nothing to show for the past and nothing waiting in the future. That's nothing. Look around, Li Heng. We are synchronists. Synchronists who had the most resources but never became the chosen one for the Exostrider. We've achieved nothing. But if we drop our stupid pride and try to support the students coming up behind us, then we can still be worth something.
You want to support them, sure. But who's gonna support you?
Me. I will support you. Nothing to show? I refuse to let anyone write your epitaph before your work's even been seen. Nothing waiting? You all have me. I, Lucilla, president of Star Torch Academy, will always stand with you. Even if the whole world turns its back. Even if I have to do it alone. Oh, and by the way, we just landed a very generous sponsor. The new research fund will arrive tomorrow. That means pack up this stall. Unless you want to sell your hard work at a loss.
President for the win!
Chief Alto, it was you, wasn't it? You're the sponsor.
Huh? Oh, well...
Thank you, Chief Alto. Thank you. You're the best. You're the best.
Oh, impudent little hamster. Really? Using a crisis to haggle me down to wholesale? Just had a bit of a tiff with a rather difficult partner.
She closed a deal in a single afternoon? That must have been a hard bargain.
I appreciate it, but if a teacher needs her students to worry about her, she's already failed. Let's just keep it between us, hmm?
Sorry, Professor. We were out of line.
Out of line? For defending your work? That's not something to apologize for. You're braver than I ever was. Listen to me, Li Xin. This pioneering spirit of yours, in all of you, it deserves to be seen by more people. Don't ever let go of it.
I won't.
Oh, and maybe go a little easier on your brother. He's running out of brain cells to lose.
Professor, there's something I should tell you.
About Lenny and the others skipping class? Don't worry. I've already been briefed on their whereabouts. So, Mr. Alto, shall we move on to the evening's special viewing?
Whoa!
Roving among the stars. Murder, eccentric traffic in the ghost girl.
So they turned the reading room into a workshop. Not bad. Kids know how to hustle. Lenny, you broke our little promise. I'm heartbroken, you know.
I promised to show off the Synchronists Club projects. You really think that scrap you wanted me to parade around was gonna win over a single— This is what a win looks like. All-terrain, self-propelled artillery. AI-driven, multimodal, autonomous defense system. Best part is, full augmented resonance effect control. Means zero electromagnetic interference. You could drop this thing in the middle of the etheric sea, and as long as I'm still breathing, I'm still piloting. Auditor!
Present!
If you keep funding synchronist research, then this goes into mass production in 1 year. No, 6 months!
Mass production?
I know, hard to believe, but just let us show you!
No. That's not what I meant. It's just that the Black Shores isn't a mercenary group.
But it cuts through tacit discords like a hot knife through butter.
I've got this. Remove the safety, Lenny. Let's give it a test. Be careful.
Activate!
That vehicle.
Watch out!
Keluar.
Not bad. Gotcha. Perfect lighting. Are you all right?
Sorry, Professor. Mr. Alto, and club leader Lenny. I lost control. I'm really sorry.
Nana, please contact Dr. Luke to check on them. Are you all right, Lenny? Go get yourself patched up in the infirmary. I'll handle the rest.
I agree. And I'm not just blowing smoke, Lenny. Controlling delicate equipment through pure resonance is an ability only you synchronists possess. This technology has huge potential. Especially if you, maybe lose the terrifying weapons?
But it's too late now.
It's never too late. I've been talking to new partners. There are many who still want to support us.
We are here to strive for the future of civilization. Star Torch Academy will be the cradle for synchronists and the vanguard of our collective hope. That's what my admission letter said. That's what I believed. I knew I was signing up to be one of the Exostrider's 1,000 backup pilots, a spare part, an appendix to a civilization's appendix. and I never regretted it. Strive for the future of civilization?
Professor,
Is it true that no one cares about us now that the Exostrider is gone?
I care.
I used to think this whole synchronous thing was just shuffling students from one class to another. But I get it now. These kids, they aren't fighting to keep their synchronous privileges. They're fighting to protect the synchronous mission.
This academy was a global initiative from the start. Nations and countless people invested in it. That's the bedrock of this place. And the bedrock of what it means to be a synchronist. That gives everyone a stake. Even if they don't benefit from the synchronous program directly. They deserve to ask questions. And they deserve the chance to be won over.
Fair point. Besides, touching stories won't be enough to sway the review. Without the Exostrider, the synchronous program is just a drain on their resources.
I don't think Lucilla is the type to wager on sentiment alone. She's definitely holding her plans close to her chest.
Asking for our help while keeping secrets. Either way, ball's in your court, Rover. Our undercover auditor.
I'm sorry for the incidents today.
Please, don't be. It was a rewarding day. Those young synchronists left a great impression on me. Speaking of which, is Lenny gonna be all right?
She's fine. Dr. Luke is taking her to the infirmary. And
oh, no need for that. Dr. Luke showed me the way earlier. Actually, you look like you're the one who could use a rest. Rover, why don't you walk the president back instead?
all right then. See you tomorrow morning.
I need to stop by the conference hall before heading back. Care to walk with me?
Sure. When was the last time you slept?
Can't remember.
The last time you ate?
I did keep track of that. What's the weather like at the Black Shores?
It doesn't really change much.
And the food?
A bit better than what we get here.
Just a bit. My students who join the Black Shores barely write to me.
Even when they do, they never mention their daily lives. If I do get a sudden call out of nowhere, it's just, "Professor, I have a question." Adorable little gremlins, all of them. As long as they're safe. That's what matters. So, when are you going to start?
Start what?
Fishing for intel? That Mr. Alto must have put you up to it, right?
We could have just cut to the chase.
Rover, would you let the Black Shores compromise its founding mission of fighting the Lament to get tangled up in superpower politics? Just for my sake? I asked myself yesterday if I really knew you. Turns out, I don't. And I kept going back and forth on what role you should play here. This situation isn't noble, isn't just. It's just businessmen and politicians squabbling over a slice of the pie. But I want this to be a collaboration between StarTorch and the Black Shores. Not because we're friends, but because it makes sense. I put you through this detour because I was afraid that if I asked you directly, you'd just say yes to helping me. So I wanted you to see it for yourself. Judge it with your own measures. That way, when you go back to your people, you can tell them if Lucilla is worth trusting, and if these synchronists are worth fighting for.
Rover, are you still with the president? Change of plans. The new Federation caught wind she was rallying support and moved the review up.
To when?
Tomorrow morning. Technically, that's in 3.5 hours.
Classic New Fed. They probably had a review panel parked outside Lahai for days, just waiting for the Black Shores to
How'd they win over the other member states and round up representatives so quickly?
Space Trek Collective budget bylaws. Because the new Fed is a permanent member and rotating chair, they only need half the members to abstain to control the outcome. They likely had this review rigged before it was even proposed.
Gear up, President Lucilla. We'll see how the review plays out and take it from there.
3.5 hours. That's plenty of time. Let's go.
Where to?
The second half of the tour. Are you upset?
About how you dragged me into your plan? Or the things you're still not telling me?
My. Oh, sorry. Call it a teacher trying to keep on her mask? You're still my student on paper after all.
It sounds like you're saying I can just sit back and enjoy the show.
But that's not something you get to do every day, is it?
I didn't expect there to be a place like this beneath Rebel College.
Before Sundermere Base was built, this was a research facility for augmented resonance effects and void storm countermeasures. The executive committee told me I could do whatever I wanted with the space. So I used my forte to do some light remodeling. Memories of my students that should exist only in my mind. Here, they become real. Attention. We still have some time. If you're interested, feel free to look around.
You're using your forte to do all this? How long did it take you to create this?
However long it took, it was worth it. So the ones who stay don't just stay, and the ones who leave don't just leave. The exhibits we're looking for are here. Don't forget, this is my memory palace. Naturally, memory locks require memory keys to unlock. Allow me to demonstrate. This fancy trick only works in this little domain of mine. Oh my. Hold still.
What is it?
This is the very reason I built this exhibition hall in the first place. Professor, do you trust me?
Lucilla? You spaced out there. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just had a dream that only lasted a few seconds. Rather.
Maybe it's a good idea to rest before the review starts.
Don't worry. I promise you I'll crash the second this is over. But right now, we must bring these exhibits with us.
Will a few exhibits be enough to sway them? She usually knows exactly how to sell anything. So why does she...
Thank you for your trust. I know you have 1,000 questions burning in your mind. How will she handle the new Fed? What's her plan for the Synchronists with the Exostrider gone? Forgive me for not having the answers just...
I know you'd never harm the students. That's the only answer I need.
Terrible timing for a compliment, Rover. Anyway, let's take these 2 exhibits and... See you soon, Professor.
Some kind of force pulled us down here. Do you know where we are?
If my memory serves, we're directly beneath the exhibition hall. This way. Let's pick up the pace.
A Synchronist's cockpit? Was this the prototype?
It looks the part, but this was actually our plan B. Designed without safety limiters to get sync rates up quick. Let's a Synchronist pilot the Exostrider by force. I know. It was meant as a last resort if civilization was staring down the Synchronists who volunteered. In the end, they lost their ability to resonate with the Exostrider ever again. What our students are facing now isn't new. I just hope I can do better by them this time.
Any idea how we find our way out of here?
With our eyes open, the key be somewhere here. Excellent. You're catching on quickly.
What's happening?
Something rather unpleasant, I imagine.
Lucilla.
Fine, no more jokes. Honestly, anyone watching would think you're the one facing the board. There, I know the way out. Remember what I told you before entering the dark side? About the memories I erase periodically that can never be recovered? Some things I can't bear to remember, but I also can't bear to forget. So I store them here. Looks like some of them are tired of being locked up. Rover, look up. The exit is right above. We can use this key to leave, but I need your help to get there. Everything here is from my memory, but I know...
I understand. I'll be your reference point. But what about that girl?
Rover, do you have any experience dealing with children? Tell me, what makes a child the most flustered when they're playing hide and seek?
Ah, I see.
Now, come along. Let's treat this little escape as a warm-up for the review. Welcome to the Anti-Void Matter Materials Lab. It's where they first developed the materials for the Academy's anti-void canopy.
What's all of that in the center of the room?
The scrap of the day. Even the best recycling can only keep up with so much.
I have the photo. Now where is the right spot to project it? Leave it to me. One with the sound.
Say cheese. Look at the cat. Hold still.
Is this artificial retroact rain?
Dear me, this is but a pale imitation. Among the synchronists who survived the experiments, there was one from Jinzhou. Once he realized he'd never resonate with the Exostrider, he returned home and joined the Ministry of Development's Defense Division. There, he and his colleagues worked together to develop Jinzhou's retroact rain defenses.
You're saying the shields against retroact rain and void storms share the same origin?
Not exactly. His approach didn't work on void storms at all before he left the academy. I often wonder.
The girl who trapped us here?
Seems I've been getting schooled by my own students a lot lately. Let's go. It's time to move on to the next classroom.
Do you want to stop and take a rest?
Not even close.
What's wrong?
Stay where I can see you, Rover. We've wandered into an unpleasant memory. It's far too easy to get lost in here.
It doesn't look like there's a way to cross the barrier ahead.
I have an idea. Rover, just go with me on this, all right? Rover, can you step a little to the side?
Like this?
Perhaps a step forward. Maybe a step back. All right, this is the last one. Let's see that beautiful smile.
Has anyone ever told you that you're not the most photogenic?
They have now.
No more teasing. This shot will have to suffice.